Hello guys, welcome back and today's topic is urban livelihoods. So today is presentation on urban livelihoods. So let us start. So first of all, what is livelihoods? So livelihood comprises people. Okay, it comprises people, their capabilities, okay, their capabilities and the means of living, including, and it will mean the way of living including food, income, assets. So a livelihood is considered to consist of assets, considered to consist of assets, don't get confused, consist of the assets, activities, entitlements that enable people to make living. Okay, so now talking about urban livelihoods, the rapid urbanization of poor in developing countries require approximately conceived people centered strategies for addressing critical development challenges such as health, employment, and the living environment, and innovative ways of identifying problems and potential solutions. So, urban livelihoods. So, the rapid urbanization of poor in developing countries. Okay, developing countries like urban livelihoods. There will be urban livelihoods requires appropriately, sorry, I told you approximately, it is wrong, appropriately conceived people centered strategies for addressing critical development challenges such as health, employment, and the living environment, and innovative ways of identifying problem, innovative ways of identifying problems, other ways of identifying problems and potential solutions. Okay, so and sustainable, what is a sustainable livelihood? So a livelihood is sustainable when it enables people to cope with short term stress or long term change. A sustainable livelihood as a goal is grounded in real lives. So a livelihood is sustainable when it enables people to cope with short term stress and long term change, short term stress, long term change, and a sustainable livelihood as a goal is grounded in real lives. Okay, so why earlier inventions failed? So the poor application of the concepts and the implementation of programs. So poor application of the concepts and the implementation of programs. Earlier invention failed. Unable to find out the true causes and effect of the unemployment. So unable to find, second one, unable to find out the true cases. They were unable to find out the true cases and effect of the unemployment. Okay, so did not take into consideration the aspiration and views of the people. So did not take into a consideration the aspirations of view of the people. So the academics are still following pre-independence model. So the academics that time were following the pre-independence model only. Okay. So and education is lacking man-made approach. So the education was lacking man-made approach. Okay. So successful intervention by APUSP and MEPMA. So this was the earlier interventions failed. So now successful interventions. Okay. So UPADHI with Dr. Reddy's Foundation. Upadi. So construction related training with NSC. These are the successful intervention. Okay. Intervention. Okay. So placement linked skill and with district level agencies. Okay, so and skill trainings to the SHG women. Okay, so the skill training to SHG women and conducting job melas for directly placing youth. So job mela I will explain you. micro entrepreneurship, okay, development program, and sustainable development of street vending business, and efforts to organize domestic servants. Okay, so these were the successful intervention by APUSP and MEPMA, APUS and MEPMA. So new vision. The new vision was placement linked skill training. So the placement linked skill training and imparting employability skills. Okay, so imparting employability skills and applying value chain concept for developing new livelihoods initiatives. So the applying value chain concept for the new developing livelihood initiatives and scanning the market to develop livelihoods strategies and understanding the market and take feedback from the employers regarding the skills required. So they were understanding the market and they were taking feedback from the employers regarding the skills they were required, and the providing training in the demand driven courses. Okay, so providing training in demand, okay, training in demand driven courses, and concentrating on technical education. They were concentrating on technical education. Technical means like with a laptop and digital. Okay, so imparting life skills to equip the trainee to face any challenges in life. So they were imparting life skills to equip the trainee to the face any challenges in life. So the trainee were imparting life skills to equip the trainee to face any challenges in their life. Okay, so proposed livelihood strategies. So the proposed livelihood strategies: skill enhancement for increasing productivity, thus increased wage rate. That's one. And devising strategies for market access. That's one. And risk mitigating practices products for different activities, physical as well as financial. That's one. And marketing, networking, and market research. That's one. And economic analysis of various options, develop and utilize the services of specialized resource organizations, and the career guidance at school level would build the capacity. Okay, so moving on, these are the proposed livelihood strategies. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so career guidance at school level would build the capacity, and some of the findings were all poor may not live in slums only. So the all poor will not live in the slums only, and experts emphasize emphasize the importance of pursuing an empowerment approach against a delivery approach that treats beneficiaries as mere recipients and not such subjects of change. Okay, so even today popular opinion wrongly believes that urban poverty is caused solely by migrants and from rural areas. Okay, so the popular opinion wrongly believes that urban poverty caused by solely by migrants from rural areas, not urban, rural areas. So other some of the findings were poor participates as subjects and not as objects. As subjects, not as objects, it is able to generate growth, human development, and equity. So, addressing poverty has been a high on India's agenda. 20 years back, half its population lived below poverty line. Half of its population below the poverty line, and but today the proportions has come down to about one fourth, but it's a huge one fourth, consisting of a staggering 260 million people, guys. Not like tens or hundreds or thousand or 10,000 million to 60 million people consisting of staggering, okay, empowerment of the poor, particularly women, is means to poverty reduction. So the empowerment of the poor, particularly women, is the means to poverty reduction. Okay. So and linking macro level policies and processes to local realities is more important than ever. So it is more important than ever, and linking macro level policies and processes to local is more important than ever. Okay, and the livelihoods of certain groups of urban poor can be adversely affected by the vital development of urban infrastructure and services. Okay, so that was some of other findings. So some of the other findings: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So we learned 11 are some of the other findings, and now the 8 principles of livelihood strategy. So, rigorous assessment, aggressive capacity building, appropriate placement, market support, protecting essential assets, easing vulnerable burdens, timely interventions, limiting harmful population displacement. So 1 minute, guys, you can't see the display. Okay, now you can see, right? So limiting harmful population displacement and establishing sustainable systems. Okay, these were the 8 principles of livelihood strategy and implementation strategy, AP. Okay, AP. So, preparation of action plan based on the need and availability of source. First one, fixation of criteria for the qualification of NGOs. Second one, selection of NGOs through the due process. Third one, identifying the urban unemployed youth with the support of local bodies. Fourth one, conducting road shows at the slum level to select the beneficiaries. Fifth one, deploying livelihood specialists at the district level. Sixth one, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, and providing placement linked skill training based on the employment potential sector wise. So we learned 7 implementation strategy, AP. So moving on. So implementation strategy, AP. So post placement survey to the monitor the position of trained youth, inspection by the state unit in all the districts to assess the quality of the training program. Okay, and designing of the new livelihood initiatives with input from the district office and the research wing. Okay, so implementation of strategy. Now, Yupadi. So, goal is to provide the potential livelihood options for the poor urban youth between the age group of 18 to 35 through skills building as per market requirement. So, they have 18 to 35 through skills building as the per market requirements, and 3 to 6 months placement linked skill training. Okay, skill training program, and program initiated in 2004 and now operational in all ULBs of AP. Okay, are you guys understanding? So now the program is titled as employment through skill training and placement under National Urban Livelihood Mission. Okay, so livelihoods through NAC. So premier national level institution for skill gradation trainings in construction industry. 1, and employment potential 1 million. 2, traders, masonry, plumbing, carpentry, electrification, bar bending, painting. Third one, 3 months training. Fourth one, 100% placement linked training program. Fifth one, so the livelihoods through NSC. Fifth, 5 1 is premier national level institution for skill upgradation training in construction industry, employment potential 1 million trades, masonry, plumbing, carpentry, electrification, bar bending, painting, 3 months training, 100% placement linked training program. So that were the livelihoods through NAC. So NAC training. So the placement linked training. Okay, so the placement linked training, total trained 16,320. Total trained 16,320. Total place 12,976. 16,320 trained. Total place 12,976. And the average salary is 7,000 rupees. Okay, so the trades, masonry, bar bending, painting, plumbing, crane, excavating, machine operator, land surveyors, LCV driving, supervisions. These were the NAC training. NAC training. Okay, so I have told you, I will explain you about job mela. Now it's the time. Designed and implemented to directly place the qualified urban unemployed. So it was designed and implemented to directly place the qualified urban unemployed. So the job mela. So the qualified urban unemployed. So also registers the training needs of the youth. So it also registers the training needs of the youth and matching place where potential employers and the employees meet. Implemented in all the districts of MEPMA. Storytelling MEPMA. It's nice name. So here you can see a job mela in Krishna district. You can see a job mela. It's nice, guys. Right? So moving on. Padi or UPADHI trainees at the classroom. This is one of the example for that. And crane operator training in NAC. So I have already explained you about NAC. Here it is. So they were giving the crane operator training. So crane operator training in NAC is this. For example of the by picture. Okay. So desirable livelihoods outcomes. So the desirable livelihoods outcomes. Okay, so increasing human capital, skills, knowledge, beliefs, attitudes, labor ability and good health. Okay, so the desirable livelihoods outcomes. Okay, so increased human capital, skills, knowledge, beliefs, attitudes, labor ability and good health. Okay, that's the first one. And better social capital, relationships of the trust and reciprocity, group and networks. So the physical capital, it improved roads, drainage, shelter, drinking water, reduced vulnerability and improved food security. So till now what all we learned? So we learned livelihoods, urban livelihoods and sustainable livelihoods, and why earlier invention failed, then successful interventions failed. Sorry guys, why earlier interventions failed, successful interventions by APUSP, APUS and AMEPMA or MEPMA. So new vision, proposed livelihood strategies, some of the findings, the 8 principles of livelihood strategy, implementation of strategy, AP, okay, this is UPADHI Upadi, livelihoods through NAC and NAC training, job melas, okay, and job mela in Krishna district, Upadi trainees at the classroom and crane operator training in NAC and desirable livelihoods outcome. So that's all for today's session. See you in the next session. And how was this session? If it's good, comment down below. And if it's bad, also comment down below what was not good. So see you in the next session. Bye.